Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Neil Shenvi, and I'm very excited to be speaking to you in a few weeks at your retreat. But first, a little bit about myself. I grew up in Delaware in a very loving but non-Christian family. Met my future wife, Christina, at college, but didn't become a Christian until I started my graduate school at UC Berkeley. That's where I got my PhD in theoretical chemistry. And that, believe it or not, was about 15 years ago. Since then, I've become passionate about apologetics. I wanted to help my friends and colleagues to understand the reasons for the hope that we as Christians have within us. I dove headfirst into subjects like the reliability of the Bible, the compatibility of science and religion, and the evidence for the resurrection. But a few years ago, I began to notice that people were less concerned with whether Christianity is true and more concerned with whether Christianity is good. Does it care about oppression? Does it care about poverty? Does it care about social justice? Terms like intersectionality, white privilege, heteronormativity, and systemic racism exploded into our cultural consciousness and onto our social media feeds. Many Christians today are struggling to understand these concepts. Are they just useful tools? Are they a worldview? Or something in between? Are they compatible with the gospel? Do they complement a biblical understanding of justice, or do they undermine it? Well, in my talks, I'll tackle these questions. I'll begin by explaining what critical theory is. What are its origins? How does it view social reality? What does it get right and what does it get wrong? Second, I'll do a deep dive into critical race theory, one of the many critical social theories that fall under the umbrella of critical theory. Where did critical race theory come from? What are its core tenets, and will they move us forward or backward when it comes to racial unity? Finally, I'll sketch a biblical way to move forward in terms of seeking racial unity and true biblical justice without embracing secular ideologies that are incompatible with the gospel. I'll provide theological guidelines, practical suggestions, and book recommendations. After each talk, there'll be time for Q&A. I look forward to interacting with all of you. Brothers and sisters, we have a great treasure in the gospel, and we're commanded to go out into all the world and share it. So let's make every effort to understand our culture so that we're prepared to announce the good news both in word and in deed. See you soon.